Hi, welcome to my tube. My name's Margie. I'm a Hilk empath, and I just like having these little talks on the way I feel about things. And it's been definitely a offline sort of day. I did manage to meditate state for about, I think it's like 57 minutes. It's darn close to the 60-minute mark, but just shy. So just to disconnect from the collective energy, the collective vibration frequency of the planet, we are all connected, but it is definitely important to disconnect. We are autonomous. We're autonomous beings. We don't have to go along. We have free choice, freedom, free will. We can choose peace or continue the trajectory of destruction, just like more of the same of what's happened year after year. The astrology is getting pretty wild. I thought about a couple of things, listened to a couple talks earlier, and put some things together, and it's interesting that Capricorn Saturn is hanging out. They rule the knees. Capricorn Saturn, they rule the knees. I noticed in Capricorn also, some of the traits Capricorn people have, they are of great restraint. I have Capricorn in my 7th and 8th house. Can't remember what that is. God, there's just so many details, man, and I'm very detail oriented, and I'm thinking of remembering a lot of details in a lot of different areas, so stuff falls through the cracks. The older you get, our minds, like, they don't fire as fast as they once did, but they still fire pretty rapid, but then our bodies start to not cooperate too. So there's a lot of unrest in the world. I'm seeing cooperation, little pockets of it, little bursts of it, and every shitstorm there's a silver lining. People can be the good story, or they could be more of the same. So we'll see that. It's just gonna get real awkward here for like the next month or so. Then there's another eclipse. And then it's just, it keeps coming. That's why, I look out in the world, I peek into the interwebs. I see these headlines, and I'm like, oh, I guess people still aren't meditating yet. They're still not finding their ease inside. They're not finding their peace and ease, and they're externally showing their dis-ease, and they're breaking a whole lot of shit, man. And there's karma that comes with that, People got to realize it's fun in the games until you got to be accountable for things that you've done. I don't think I ever did nothing as bad to warrant not having water for 3 years, I just couldn't afford what they wanted, and they freaking, their shitty planners were shit, and so the plan went wrong, and nobody would listen to me, because they can't be wrong, because they're not accountable. There's no transparency, and we're stepping into an age of Aquarius, and it's going to be things are going to be real transparent here pretty quick, We're still in 2020, the year of clear vision, and people are really revealing themselves. They're really revealing how low, their full spectrum. They act like they're everybody's buddy and everybody's friend, and they're going to be the ones that are going to be freaking pushing kids out of the way to freaking save themselves. Yeah. I know the vibration. I'm from it. When I was like, I don't know. The last time energies were like this sometimes we're like an 86, 85, 84. And I remember those hot summers. We'd have to go do the visitation rights, laws, regular court says, fucking make the kids miserable. It ain't like it is now, man. Now everybody freaking coddles the kids and bends over backwards and dotes over the kids, and they've done it for so long the kids are pissed because they haven't had a voice, and now they're finding their voice, So that's kind of cool to see. Stop breaking shit, you little fucking brats. You can be mad about shit, but that doesn't give you the right to break nothing. You don't get to freaking, it's that low vibe shit, man. Soothe your fucking selves, man. There's such a thing as peaceful protest. Peaceful. You're just more of the same, tripe motherfuckers. Anyway, too old for this shit, man. Hurry up and get to the fucking peace on earth part if you just soothe your goddamn selves. So, I don't know, Venus is, can you tell Venus is gone? Venus is not, she's not gone. She's just in the underworld right now is what they call it when she goes from being an evening star and dips into the part where you can't see her. They call it, she slips behind the veil. That's when love is lost as far as I can tell, and I feel lost love. I don't feel the love right now. I feel like love is just kind of slipping through the ethers trying to redefine itself to people because people thought love equated money and property and prestige and expensive suits and freaking, lands all over the place, and that don't mean shit. That's the opposite. People are coming into it. We didn't even do the heated part yet, man. I was wrong. Because I've been looking at these pictures in my mind of like how I'm like, and people have been talking like, and we're not, no, there's no martial law as far as I know yet, and all that stuff, and there's curfews and stuff like that, and the definitions are loosely different and all that stuff, but everything that is happening on the everything that is happening on the world as a main stage is a direct reflection that 51% of the population feels more than 51% dis-ease in their own personal soul sacks. That's all. Because you see the world as you project it from your insides. Just like old-timey projections, It's like our eyes, they see things upside down, really, and I don't know, it's to look at it like spoons. I guess spoons, our eyes look at things like spoons. I don't know. I think those guys all freaking pay themselves too much to make up that shit anyway. I've always had better ideas about stuff. So if people really, hopefully while you're resting up, from your carnage and your it's so weird. It's so weird. I'm like, why are they boarding up windows in Omaha downtown? I mean, it's just like people are so freaked out. People are just fearful, but it's just like, how can you be fearful? Because all you people say how much you believe in God we trust. I mean, it's written all over your money. You say it all the time. You give all your money to churches like the Joel Ostentine motherfuckers of the world, all these freaking, the Catholics are the biggest money makers, they're running the joint, because people have to pay for their sins, or actually pay for their guilt, is what they do. Pay to cover up their sins, but then the freaking the priest got pervy too. It's all this low vibrational shit, man. People just have denied it for so long. People like me, I'm like, dude, that dude's a twisted motherfucker. And they're like, no, he's not. He's a pillar of the community. And now they're just like, was it the governor? What East Coast? They're all, that's the thing, is they're all like this. I just read about a governor who's like a billionaire, and that's why he's a billionaire, because he has lawsuit after lawsuit after lawsuit because they just don't pay their bills. Because don't you know who they are? They're the guys that say that. Don't you know who I am? Yeah, you're an indignant fucking motherfucker who evidently has so much ego that you've freaking snuffed out your spirit. That's who you are. Yeah, people like that just vibe low. They're like lizards, man. Just opportunists, when I just keep thinking about what the world could be if people matter more than money. But until 51% of the population fucking greed, this is the world we're gonna get. I ain't worried about the small business. That's why they have fucking insurance. I don't have insurance on taking care of my mom. They still didn't turn on my water back on. Paid another $150 on it today. It's down to 700 and something, you know. Divine timing, whatever. That's right. And you know what? I'm surprised. I wonder if they're gonna freaking go after the police station downtown, because that's a $80 million police station downtown. It's not done yet, you know. It was 26 of local taxpayers' money, 26 million. But I had a really arrogant fucking cop come by and tell me one day to let me know, oh, it's 80. We're up to 80 now. Yeah, he's also the guy that came by. He was sure to let me know, oh, I bet if I took you down to the city office right now, we could get this all squared away. And I'm like, well, why don't you? I told him I was an empath, and he stuttered. He tripped up. He was like, oh. And I was like, yeah, I could tell. So yeah, you have your uniform. You have it done. You don't do it yourself because you're too busy. Okay, well, we better get going. And what's this guy? Oh, he's just a guy that we pay, like, you know, $20 an hour with a different colored shirt. He's not a police, but he didn't go, you know, but he still gets to, you know, ride along to learn how to be a bully. You know, because my skin's brown. I thought they picked on me, and I'm like, oh shit, they don't like brown girls either. You know, you don't think they freaking dude? You know, cop has ever been cool to me, man. One, he was off duty. So I can't say that. But he wasn't a cop because he was off duty. They're fucking arrogant motherfuckers and the lowest goddamn test scores in the military. And their egos are out of control. You know, because at one time they were really fit. They were all gung-ho. They were like, and they were like fuck machines, as Nate calls it, on 6 Feet Under. And they're all girth and, you know, the barrel and mint. And that's what women wanted. And they just, you know, went through women all the time, spreading their seed, you know, just... You know, oh, but, you know, times changed. They got lazy. And they ate their feelings, too. You know, cops used to... and then I did see that dude that was surrounded. That dude's fucking ego. Dude, I bet dude pissed himself, man. And he was built. He got the little guy that... Or he's huge motherfucker. Totally stacked. Probably roided out of his guts, you know. I mean, his... The one that those brothers were standing around protecting him. You know, you don't get to hurt people. You don't get to put, you know, that's what people forget. There's universal law, and there's so many people right now that are just fucking shitting on universal law. Well, guess we live this human experience. Our spirits live this human experience to just decide what works for us and what not. And I know it doesn't work for me. I'm tired of having one-sided conversations, man. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of not knowing people in real life in 3D. And I try and put an effort into, you know, and it's just never met. So I'm gonna hang out with Venus in the underworld for a while. I'm not going anywhere from these videos. I'm gonna still do these videos, but I think in like a social, I got no desire right now. I'm just gonna, I'll check people out in the fall maybe, you know. Yeah, I'm just gonna work on my career and my research and stuff like that, and not and worry about my, you know, because I can't even plan for my next step right now. It's just there's too much stuff. There's too many equations and too many things up in the air right now. So I can't even. I just have to just sit here and just wait. More fucking waiting. More fucking waiting for March. It's been 4 years, you know, almost 4 years, so it's another fucking Jesus fucking Christ, man. So, it's more of that, you know, it's easier to stay out of a problem than get out of a problem. And I went downtown driving around. I saw another guy downtown taking pictures and stuff, and I didn't see a whole lot of evidence of anything, really. But I don't like going downtown anyway. It's just a freaking downer. I don't like living in this. I don't like living in towns. I don't like living in cities. Salem, Oregon is a shit place. It has been. It's the capital of fucking Wasteville, USA, you know. And I hate politics. I don't believe in any politics. It's just a circle of greed. And anyone that looks at red or fucking blue, why don't you pull yourself up from a little higher spectrum? It's all purple to me. It's all that frickin' royal, colonial, red and blue make purple frickin' tapestry bullshit. where people make up rules that don't follow them. So, what else was I thinking about karma today? Oh, I was watching. I follow. I love geology and geography and stuff like that, and the Earth, how Earth or Gaius changes and evolves and stuff. And I every now and again on one of these pages, I gotta unfollow them because they show these mines. They mine and they just do like these massive explosions, and I freaking, I feel like a kidney punch. Like Earth is feeling like a kidney punch, and you know, a lot of the stuff that's it's happening now is for the karma, for literally for beating the Earth, for literally scarring the Earth with your man-made weapons year after year after year for profits. You see, people worry about plastic and fucking shit they spray in the sky and stuff like that, but a bruise is a abuse, and abuse is abuse, and abusing, there's karma. Yeah, you don't put things, your hands in abuse, in that low vibration, and the powers that be have done that for century after century since they started taking the land from my ancestors. Yeah, so the karma for that, I'm gonna stay home just because I don't want to be stand next to your lightning. And it's the family lines, it's the lines, it's the lineage, it's these that have been, you know, a cop after cop after cop after cop after cop, you know, racist after, you know, year after. It's a, you know, you hate because of just because of what your parents told you to do. Well, you are an autonomous free spirit, and now it's time to not fucking hate, because you are a spirit and you have a free choice not to hate. You can decide you can love whoever the fuck you want, you know? So, people are figuring it out. It's not quick enough for me, I dare say. So, I've been rambling on long enough. I think I'm gonna go watch some Mr. In Between. I watched an episode of that because I'm on season 2 now, and there's only 2 seasons, and he's a dude after my own heart, you know. And then I'm gonna watch a little American Housewife, and then call it a day, and then get ready for the night shift. That's about all I got for now. Hope you have a rad evening. Peace.